Hello everyone! Unless you've been living under a rock, you might have heard that RLCS Week 1 got postponed. And I was very distraught with this, honestly. I was looking forward all week to the league starting, and I was ready to do so many videos on it. I did my season preview and my weekly pick'ems, and I was going to do a whole bunch of analysis videos and stuff, but obviously it got postponed, and so it gives us a bit more time to preview the season and kind of figure things out, because if you didn't see my other video, I didn't really watch much last season at all, just with school starting and everything. I got distracted with different priorities, and so now I'm settled and everything. I'm excited to get back into it. I haven't actually been able to see a lot of these players, and like Atomic specifically, I don't know if he's good or not, and I'm afraid in my power rankings I underestimated him. And so I'm excited to watch him here, because I'm going to be doing the first 2 games for this series. If you don't know, Ghost Gaming ended up winning 4 games to 2 against Cloud9. And the reason I think it's important to watch this is because the season's starting soon, obviously, and this is the most recent competition we've seen these guys play. Cloud9 had a very, very down year last year, and I don't think anybody expects that to happen again. But it's we need to see why that happened and if it'll continue, because they just beat NRG, the world champions, the series before this. And so, why did they beat NRG but not Ghost Gaming? And so I'm excited to dig into it. I haven't watched this yet, so I'll be reviewing it live. And so yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with this series. Let's get into it.
Game number 1, getting started. Cloud9 versus Ghost Gaming. Here we go.
Here we go indeed.
That clear there by Squishy. How do I go back to this thing? Alright, here we go. Right here, this kickoff, when Gimmick hits it out of the side and Torment isn't able to beat him, Squishy's in a really awkward position. It forces him to just boom it downfield, where Atomic would have the opportunity to take control of it as well, but he just ends up booming it downfield as well. And so that was an interesting start. It made it very fast paced, where neither team was really able to take advantage. That was a really nice passing play here. When Squishy drops it down, Torment forces a nice 50 that Illusion can't really control, and a beautiful pass from Gimmick. I don't know if that was intuitive. I'm sure Squishy had to call that out, because look where Gimmick is. There's no way he knows Squishy's over there, but it's a beautiful pass, and I don't think Atomic's able to get that if that's on target, so close. Also, Gimmick's running the complexity decal. It's funny.
Let's see who will come out on top here. Straight shot on target from Torment. Atomic gets bumped.
Weak clear there. Cloud9 run lucky to get away with it. It's a good save though.
Chasing the ball back to his own half, wrapping around it, and clearing it out. Here comes
that was a weak shot too. But yeah, Mist and Atomic, they're 2 players I think I've personally underrated, and so I'm excited to see how they play here. Yeah, that was decent. I think at this point Cloud9 was kind of running out of boost. We saw Gimmick burning a lot just to try to get a decent touch there, and it really doesn't work so well. Squishy when he goes up the roof here, because Torment's the player who decides to stay in the middle of goal here, and he's worried he's gonna get bumped, and Squishy doesn't want to get demoed either, and so it puts him in an awkward spot, which gives Atomic this easy ball. Now Gimmick just got demoed as well, and Torment isn't able to get a hit, and he bumps Squishy. That's just a well executed play. And on defense, once you get the demo, there's not a whole lot you can do if you're low on boost. All it comes down to there is Torment missing that ball. Obviously, there are rumors, very, very rumory rumors, that Torment was going to be replaced at some point. But obviously they stuck with him, and I think it's awesome because I'm a Cloud9 fan, so I'm excited to see how he does another season. But
between these 2 teams in grand finals, I'd be interested to see. Maybe we can get a poll.
Oh, that was a bad hit by Squishy. I didn't know his Gimmick was there. I like the idea.
The percentage of who you guys think is going to take this grand finals here tonight, whether it's going to be Ghost Gaming or Cloud9, because I didn't expect Ghost Gaming to get an early lead like that.
A weak hit, but I mean, if you're in that position, there's not as much you can do. But it really did give Cloud9 that scoring chance. Kind of just dropped it right down to Torment's lap.
Atomic follows the ball all the way into the blue half of the pitch, slightly overshot the pass on Mist. Squishy through the sidelines.
That was interesting. If that got through, that would have been really nice.
The ball stops though. Doesn't follow him.
That's the kind of control I like. Obviously, he wasn't able to get it, but he was almost able to force that 50-50 against Squishy. That was so nice. Yeah, look at this. By Atomic, if he's able to stay with that just a little bit longer, if he doesn't flip his car up there, because he puts the ball too far away for him to follow up with, and it gives it to Squishy to set up that amazing goal. That was really nice. Just one more time when Squishy pops it up there. He's up so quick, Mist doesn't even have a chance. Like, Mist would have had to burn his boost for waste, and I don't think he expected Squishy to be able to keep going. That was a nice goal.
Great little setup from Squishy there, right?
So clever of Gimmick to be there too. Like, why is he there? If I was in ranked and I was sitting that close to goal, like, what on earth?
Side of it one's already more
Very nice.
high scoring than most of the matches we saw between Cloud9 and NRG and earlier.
Nice
as
kickoff
well.
from Ghost, able to get early pressure. Now
action-packed
Squishy's
start.
dead on
Oh,
boost.
right.
Should have been a
Oh,
goal.
how can you not put that away?
Definitely should have been a goal.
Crossbar strikes again tonight.
Oh boy. Yeah, Ghost has had some troubles with the crossbar.
Awkward touch by Gimmick.
In their match against the Grinders.
Just
too.
gives it away for free.
Yikes shots.
That's another one that was almost a goal. Cloud9 are honestly getting away with it here. Yep. I was gonna say it's only a matter of time before they score. They were stranded for a while.
Good on that time for sure. So Ghost Gaming now up 1 goal. Again,
First impressions, Cloud9, they used to be known for, like, especially during like season 7, season 6, they were known for their intense pressure on the field and like really restricting the other team's space. But they're all just getting kind of like clunky touches and giving the other team possession, and you know, because of that they aren't able to keep up the pressure, because when they're supposed to have the possession and start initiating the counterattack, it turns out they end up having to defend, you know, and it's hard for them to keep that smooth transition going.
Slow past the midfield line, fails it, missed. Which is going to be torment to that ball. Mist is going to pick up on the ground, launch one on
Good
the
save by
post,
Gimmick.
Nicely. Red. Wood gets in position for the save. Atomic Spring into his game, bumps into torment.
Yeah. The way the flow of the game is just favoring Ghost so much right now that all of Cloud9's possessions and touches on the ball just go right to Ghost. Like, look at that right there when Squishy was able to clear it up to the side, but it just went right to Atomic.
Positioning. Double demo, Mist and Squishy blow each other up.
And again, Atomic's going to be able to take that, passes it to Mist. Beautiful. Just consistent pressure. Cloud9's not getting any breathing room.
Shots at the wall and seeing which one will stick or rather break through. Another angle off the backboard, Mist.
Man, they need to figure out how to get possession. They keep, they're getting walked on right now. Like, man.
Atomic pops it up, backboard is uncovered, Mist doesn't quite get the touch he was looking for.
And the demo, that opens up another opportunity. Should have been another goal, but that falls right to Squishy. And right there, that boom just gave away Delusion. Like, they need to be more careful with their possession. They're not going to create any scoring opportunities for that. They're only down by 1. They don't need to get desperate, you know? And these guys have the mechanical ability. And that was a good challenge, but let's see if they can do anything with it. Nice pass. Oof. So close. That was really close, but gotta be more clinical than that. That was about what I wanted to see though. They took possession of it instead of just like clearing it or trying to like force an awkward pass. But oh, and that's an ad. But yeah, anyways, I'm impressed so far with Ghost. I've always liked Illusion, but I don't know about Atomic and Mist yet. I haven't seen enough. But they're definitely beating one of the most, you know, historically successful teams in NA.
Chicken is raised with no antibiotics ever.
I think,
Great
yeah, because I don't know how this affects my power rankings for NA now, because Ghost beat Cloud9, and I definitely had Ghost lower than Cloud9 before this, but Cloud9 also beat Energy, and I think Energy's staying in the same spot, because it's not RLCS play, you know, and obviously there's something to it that this is still an important tournament. You know, it's not the biggest of the lifetimes, but there's a lot of money on the line, and so you can't judge it though as the same as like an RLCS competition. So I don't think I'm dropping Energy at all, but I just think it proves to show my point they aren't invincible, and they aren't going to have an amazing season kind of like they did a few years ago when they went 7-0. Yeah. So we're gonna get into the next game here. I definitely need to think about my power rankings though. Like, look at that shot count. Did you see that? That's insane. That's insane. Mist almost had as many as Atomic Illusion combined as well, and Mist had as many as Cloud9 total. And that really sums up the game. Like, if you didn't even watch the game, you just look at that stat sheet, that sums it up perfectly. And Cloud9 just had nowhere near as much pressure.
Points of time. Cloud9's impeccable defense has managed to prevent the worst, as has the
I am really getting worried though, because Ghost Gaming isn't supposed to be a superpower in NA at the moment, but they're struggling. Like, it's just one game, and obviously Cloud9 were able to take 2 games, but they lost 4. And I mean, if you lose 66% of your games to people who are supposed to be middling or like lower half of the league, that's worrying.
Yeah, I expected them to look, their defense was solid, had plenty of saves.
Nice pass. That was a good pass. That's just unlucky again. I will admit, Cloud9 are getting a bit unlucky with the finishing. That should have been a better shot by Torment. He put that too low. Ooh, what a touch by Atomic, or was that a miss? That was a nice move by Lucian. He kept it with him a while, and eventually when he did have to boot it, he put it in a dangerous position. That made Torment have to use like, a good amount of boost and pull off a precise pass to actually get any use out of it.
Yet again, Gimmick trying to bump him off of the goal line, manages to do so as well. Meanwhile, the ball is on the way out. Missed battling for the ball. Cloud9 resting early now, looking for the early contest.
I like the idea there. That was just hard to read it from Squishy's perspective, you know.
Boost to pick up on that pass.
Oh, he was close to that too. That was an awkward touch. That, okay, I was gonna say, I thought Ghost Gaming were gonna get to that first, but. And Illusion almost did that really well too. But Gimmick's able to take it, force a nice 50-50.
Good save from Atomic as Torment would have had a good attempt. There's the demo onto Gimmick. Doesn't matter, Squishy will just try to do it himself. Lots of heat.
Yeah, that was awkward. That just gave them possession. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do too much of it. Overall, like, even that kind of pressure and stuff, it's obviously good for your side to be on the attacking team. But in the RLCS level play, like, there's so much skill in it that if you think of like how many attacks go in a single Rocket League game, it's really not that hard to get an attack going, and it's a lot easier to defend than it is to attack. So it takes a lot of tries to actually pull out. If you ever watch soccer, they have an expected goals stat, and I converted that to Rocket League. I have like a big Excel sheet and everything, and I'll probably make a better video on that later. But the conversion rate for shots in Rocket League is exceptionally low. Like what, last game ended up being 3-1, 4-1 out of the like 15 shots that Ghost Gaming had. So like less than 25% chance conversion. It's really hard for teams to score. So even when you do have pressure, you have to develop quality chances. It's not just about having shots on target, because these guys, they're so good. They're going to save anything that's not lethal. Good pass again, but just a bit high. The precision doesn't seem to be there, and like that's an awkward touch from Torment. Gave Atomic the ball, but he's not going to be able to do much here.
Get a little bit more momentum, a little more boost in their favor, or find another plan of attack.
Hold on, this is lagging really bad, isn't it?
For Ghost Gaming.
Oh no. Is there any way to like continue watching from here? Ah! Alright. How do I get to this now? Alright, sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know. Cloud9's any chances they're getting, their finishing just isn't there. And when they're not generating quality chances, they're the ones who are conceding the quality chances like everywhere. It's kind of disappointing, honestly, because these guys, they used to be known for having such a threatening offense, but it's just not there anymore. They're really failing to convince me. They're holding on much better this game. They're not giving up anywhere near the pressure. They're just not being consistent on offense at all.
A little bit more momentum, a little more boost in their favor. And another.
Yeah, fast forward a bit. We were just there.
Getting some shot attempts, more possession in their favor, but
that was good. That was a really nice save by Lucian. That was like scrappy. I can't believe he got that. Very solid.
And that save was
This team's
just
really
right.
impressing me.
Slow and into the corner.
Or maybe
Torment
Cloud9 is just
with a
disappointing
long
me.
path to that ball. Ghost Gaming doing a fantastic job right now on defense.
That was another awkward touch by Gimmick. He kind of just popped it up for them. A nice booming clear, but that should... Yes, okay, I was going to say, that was a really nice clear by Gimmick. And it forced Ghost to have to boom it as well. They can only take control of it from where it ended up. And Ghost just boomed it into the backboard where C9 took control of it.
Drops straight onto Illusion, puts it high. Torment with a little bit of help sends that off to the side. Another shot on target. Torment again, the one to save.
Yeah.
Follow up.
Oof.
Wow!
What a save.
Scoops it out from inside the net. What a defensive effort from Torment to keep that sheet clean. 40 seconds remaining.
Nice little pinch.
Still a
Awkward for Torment. He can run it weird. Which isn't a big deal, obviously. He has mechanical ability to recover from it. It wasn't really a mistake, but just gave Ghost a few extra seconds to go get that boost instead of getting an early clear that could have initiated a counterattack. Squishy's out of boost. Let's see if this is where they score that goal. Missed by Torment. They do play well together. Like, Gimmick was there to follow up on Torment's miss really quickly, but you can't rely on following up on misses, you know what I mean? Alright, are we going to overtime? Nice hit by Illusion. Oh no. That was close. That was really close.
So close to a buzzer beater right there. We are into overtime in game number 2, scoreless.
Big chance for C9 there, but Gimmick just puts it high and wide. Miss really got up to that quick too, though.
With lots of crazy, chaotic offense.
Yeah.
That was nice for C9. Miss had a poor touch and they were able to capitalize on it.
Some of this down. Been a little bit more fresh, a little bit more woken up than they were in game number 1, but Ghost Gaming, and that last second attempt
Torment's dead on boost.
barely missing the mark. We'll have to see what they bring in overtime, though.
They were...
Cloud9's clutched up a couple
Look right here.
times.
This was
Cloud9
interesting from their positioning.
able to lock some of this down.
All of Cloud9, when this next ball comes into their territory,
Ghost Gaming,
they're all on this side. Torment's in 0 boost right now. See where Gimmick is at midfield?
like it was
And then if
barely
it shows,
missing.
like, okay, I think Gimmick might have rotated back. But Torment and Squishy here, obviously it's not really a mistake because it's kind of just like where they're passing out of crossing because Squishy's going for the ball and Torment's
Mark.
getting back from boost. But Gimmick comes charging over here. Look at this right now. All 3 of those guys are not even just on the same side of the field, but all past near post and in the corner where no one's going to hit the ball. Like, this is really bad. If we see Mist right to our right, rotating back, but if Atomic's there, like, that's dangerous. Torment's able to get up because he just got a big boost. But that was a very interesting position. Look where they are again. I don't know if, like, they're just getting desperate for a goal and they want to all go up and attack. But if one power clear here goes anywhere near on target, they're going to have trouble to get back. Luckily, they do force a nice... force Ghost to get a good touch there. I'm so sorry. Is this really that bad? This is in 1080p, but I don't believe it. Nice clear. That's going to be awkward. Yep. Big opportunity, but they just can't put it on target. That should have been the game. They gotta improve their finishing before LCS. Oh, and that's the game. That was bad. Now, let's break this goal down, because obviously this is the only goal in the game. Torment gets caught out, no boost. So he's not going to be able to get back at the time. He's just going for a bump. I want to see what happens to... Because we see Squishy right now. He's rotating back. He just stole their far corner boost, which is maybe questionable, because why on earth are they going to be even going for that boost? You know, like, they're obviously on the counterattack. Maybe he thought Torment was going to be able to get a better touch, but that puts Squishy out of position by like an extra second. And now let's see what happened to Gimmick. Gimmick's behind Torment right now. Goes, tries to get a bump, isn't able to get it, doesn't bounce his way. And at that point he knows he's like fish in a barrel, right? Gimmick's not going to be able to turn this. If even it just bounces so far. And Mist puts it in a nice location where it's unsavable. Very solid play from Ghost Gaming. Like I said, these are going to be the only 2 games I review. Cloud9 definitely puts up some better performances later on, but yeah, I just wanted to see why Ghosts were able to get out such an early lead, and it's definitely been a problem with Cloud9 over the past like few years of struggling to get off to decent starts. This game is definitely more favorable to them though. Like look, Ghost only had 8 shots, and same to Cloud9, and it just came down to that one little bit of clinical finishing. Cloud9 easily could have had that game like several times, but you know, Ghosts were just more clinical, and I do think Ghost had better possession control. Overall, I was really disappointed with Cloud9's ball control, and you know, their first touches were pretty weak. And I'll probably end up watching the rest of this final in my own time, and they made it to the finals, right? Like, sure, it's a minor tournament type thing. It's not quite as serious contention, I guess, as RLCS, but they had to get to the final somehow, and they did that by beating NRG, which is no small feat. And I might watch those games to see what they did right as well, but this was a disappointing performance from Cloud9 these first 2 games, I'll be honest. Squishy really didn't have much of an influence if you're just going by score, and overall I just felt like there's stuff they can improve on. It seems obvious in hindsight, you know, but obviously in the game when you're in that position, it's just like, oh, do I? But yeah, I rate Ghost Gaming after watching these 2 games so far. Like I said, I'll watch it more, but they definitely went up in my books. I like Illusion and Mist, but I don't know them much from their days except for when like Mist was in RS and Illusion when he was on Allegiance, and I only watched him for 1 season when he was on Ghost. So yeah, I rate this team, and I'm definitely gonna have to reconsider my power rankings. So I hope you guys enjoy this little review. I love doing this kind of stuff, and this is what I plan on doing a lot more of. So yeah, hopefully the season will start soon if there are any more technical difficulties. I've been Emret, thanks for watching.